Hi, I'm Mark Monlux, and this is your Friday night movie recommendation. The year is 1945. Oh man, did a lot happen in 1945. Well, first of all, Hitler commits suicide in his bunker. That starts the end of World War II on the German front. The Pacific Theater sees the war coming to an end with the dropping of the atomic bomb in Japan. It does take a while for Japan to surrender in other areas, like in Taiwan and Korea and such. But by the end of 1945, World War II has officially come to an end, and the United Nations becomes established. Oh, we did lose FDR, and Truman became president. Man, a lot of history happening in 1945. The number one single was Bing Crosby singing. Oh, what was he singing? Where are my notes here? Don't Fence Me In. With the Andrews Sisters. I absolutely love that. They also had another popular song, um, Rum, Rum and Coca-Cola, which is a little bit of celebration going on there. Let's see. The number one best-selling book was Forever Amber by Kathleen Webster. But there are two other books that you might be more familiar with. George Orwell's Animal Farm and E.B. White's Stuart Little. But it's got me thinking, have I read Forever Amber? Maybe I should check that out. On television, yes, television. This was miniseries were being explored, and one of the first was a four-parter called Dr. Death, which I haven't seen. But it sounds right up my alley. Let's see. The movie that won Best Picture at the Oscars was The Lost Weekend. And the movie that we're going to talk about now would go on to win an Oscar for Best Black and White Cinematography. Now, keep in mind, uh, there were two Oscars at this date, in those days when color was still coming on. One was for Best Color and one was for Best Black and White because they really couldn't be compared. Now, the movie we're going to talk about is one of my favorites. I've seen this film many times. The Picture of Dorian Gray. You're all familiar with the premise. If you're not, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Now, this is a story that Oscar Wilde wrote long before and went through several different plays, operas, and also movies. But this was probably one of the best. And one of the reasons was, again, the cinematography. It was especially crisp black and white cinematography, just outstandingly clear. So your high def televisions will probably do a wonderful job of showing it up. What was interesting is that they did use color in a couple of scenes, and that came in when it came to reveal the portraits. The basic premise of the Picture of Dorian Gray, and I'm really not giving away too much here, is that Dorian Gray somehow makes a deal, and this painting of him absorbs his corruption and sin and age, while his physical being remains youthful and vigorous. Of course, this is a bit of a dark secret, but to do this for the movie, they created two different portraits. Now, one of the portraits was I'm trying to remember the name. One was done by Ivan Lee Lorraine Albright, and this is the after portrait. And oh my God, it's amazing. It took him a year to paint this, and along the way, he actually painted it over a couple of different times so that it could be featured in the movie a couple different times to show how Dorian ferments, shall we say. Now, I got to see this picture in real life, and you can too. It's at the Chicago Art Institute. And it is amazingly grisly. It is quite the visual sight. There's another painting by the artist there of a pair of doors, and he painted that for like 10 years, and it's even more elaborate and weird looking. Anyway, but there was a before picture, and the before picture was painted by a guy named Henrik Medding, and it was titled Portrait of Herd Hatfield as Dorian Gray. You guess who played Dorian Gray in the movie? Yes, you guess it, Herd Hatfield. Now, this picture had a little bit of a history. It bounced around for a little bit. Finally ended up getting sold for about $150,000 and is now in a private collection somewhere by some movie buff. Besides Mr. Hatfield, the film also included George Sanders, Angela Lansbury, and Donna Reed. Oh man, this movie just captivated me. Oscar Wilde always provides great source material. These actors look stunning on the screen. Angela Lansbury was just a beauty then, just a knockout. So was Donna Reed. It's a wonderful period piece. Really enjoyed it. And the sudden flash from black and white to color was very startling in the theater. Now, you can still watch this film, and track this puppy down. You will enjoy it to no end. Oh, really one of my favorites. And my recommendation for this Friday. Now, if you do like my movie recommendations and my rambling on about these films, and the little tidbits of history, please like, follow, and share. I'd love to get the word out. And I'll talk to you next time.